Hello everyone. Today we will talk about a very important topic. The topic is anxiety disorders and how to cope with them. This topic is very important because affect many people in the world and society. With my classmates Diego and Fatima, we will talk about what is anxiety and types of them. And the first one, what is anxiety in adults and children? Well, anxiety is a feeling of worry or fear. Adults can feel anxiety in their body, emotions, or thoughts. Sometimes it's very normal, but if it happens too much, it can become a problem and affect their daily life. In a children's, anxiety can look different because they may act differently or complain about feeling sick. Anxiety can affect their schoolwork and friendships. It's very important to know that anxiety can happen at any age, but it can be treated with help. In the next one, we have types of anxiety disorders. There are different types of anxiety, and one type is called generalized anxiety disorder. This happens when people worry too much about everything in the life, like money, family, or work, even when there's not a really reason to worry. In the second one, another type is panic disorder. This causes panic attacks, which are sudden feelings of fear or discomfort. People may feel like they can breathe, swear a lot, or feel out of control. They might about places where they think an attack could happen. Even though these types are different but can improve with treatment.
So now we're going to talk about phobias. Phobias are a type of anxiety disorder because they involve intense fear and anxiety triggered by a specific stimulus when faced with the object or situation they fear. Individuals with phobias may experience symptoms similar to other anxiety disorders, such as rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath, sweating, trembling, and a strong desire to escape the situation. These symptoms are very common and are typically triggered by exposure to the fear stimulus. Now, one of these phobias is social anxiety disorder, also known as social phobia. It is characterized by an intense fear of social situations where the person believes they might be judged, embarrassed, or scrutinized by others. This anxiety can be so overwhelming that it interferes with daily activities like going to work or school and can make it hard to maintain friendships and relationships. Symptoms involve intense fear of social situations, such as meeting new people or even eating in front of others. The physical symptoms are the ones we already mentioned, and sometimes these people go out of their way to avoid social interaction, sometimes even staying home to avoid the situations altogether. And there's also separation anxiety disorder. This is characterized by the excessive fear or anxiety about separation from home or an attachment figure. This fear can manifest in various ways, such as reluctance to go to school, nightmares about separation, and physical symptoms like headaches or stomach aches. It is very common in people who have suffered trauma and become attached to a person or a place. The thought of not being able to be in that place or with that person causes them so much anxiety that it makes them physically ill. Lastly, we have selective mutism disorder. This is a complex childhood anxiety disorder characterized by a child's inability to speak in certain social situations, despite being able to speak in others. For example, a child might be talkative at home but silent in school or in public settings. This can also be caused by trauma. The trauma itself can be very greatly and can cause the child to become more shy, making it difficult for them to navigate through their childhood because they cannot communicate properly.
Well, now I'm going to talk about methods to cope with anxiety. First, we have the cognitive behavioral therapy that it consists in changing your mind and change negative pattern of thoughts and make them good ones. And it consists in three activities. First, we have the cognitive restructuring that it involves or it's what I said that it's change irrational or negative thoughts and replace them with good ones, or maybe just realistic ones that helps you to be a better person, because not everything in the life can be good or bad. It's just realistic. Then we have the exposure therapy, that it's an activity to basically expose the person to the source of her anxiety or his anxiety or his fears, and helps you to reduce the fear of this. For an example, you can expose a person with a phobia, maybe a person that have a phobia with dogs, and each time the person is exposed to the dog, it will be reduce it. It will be reduce his fear, and also will control herself or himself, and reduce also his anxiety. And then we have the behavioral activation, that it's just the professional, it can be a doctor or the psychologist, can gives you or recommends you to do some activities that you can find enjoyable or meaningful, and that helps you to heal and avoid the things that maybe you can be worried about. Then other activity, it's mindfulness and meditation, that this activity helps you to stay in the present and see what you need to do now, not in the future, not in the past, not what you could have been or what you will be, what you are in the present. First is find a quiet place and sit or lie down, or maybe just make yourself comfortable. And then you need to start to focus on your breathing. And then you can start to see all of your thoughts, think about everything that you have passed in the life, and learn from it. Not everything in your life could have been good or bad, but it can helps you to learn and don't do things wrong again. This activity helps you, and maybe you can give yourself a time like 5 to 10 minutes a day to make this activity and help yourself. Then we have the good habits or and social support. This is basically something that good persons, it's not just the person that are healthy, that do exercise, that have a good hygiene or that eat healthy, but also it's just a good person that cares about his important family or friends, and maybe not just them, it worries about every person and can help every person to be better. And also it can help you to build social support that can be with your friends or family, or somebody that just believe in you and helps you to be a better person. And then by the last thing in this presentation, we have how can you deal with anxiety with pharmacs once you have the anxiety, the illness. First, you need to consult a healthcare professional. Not any person can be better by themselves. Everybody needs help. So going with a healthcare professional, it's not a bad thing. It can help you to be a better person. Then the healthcare professional, it can be a doctor or it could be a psychologist. It's gonna write you a prescription with pharmacs. These pharmacs, you can combine them with the therapies that I said, like the cognitive behavioral therapy or maybe just the meditation. And also you need to change your lifestyles, because maybe the lifestyle is what makes you bad, that it's not just bad, but makes you It's a bad thing for you to keep doing that things, and you need to change them to be a better person. And that will be everything. Thank you.